Hey guys, so several of you saw this picture on Instagram and Facebook. This is a gold line that I got at the Restore, one of the two Restore. Well, I help at a lot of Restores, but this is one of the two in this area that I'm training volunteers at, as well as processing fan and light donations. And yeah, two gold lines were waiting for me, an 80 and an 81. And the 81 is the newer style, and this is the 80. And Metal Pete and I were just getting it ready here. Interesting enough, as we were hanging it, the canopy broke. First time I've ever seen that. The collar, yeah. So we can possibly get a replacement collar because we just need a collar that fits on a 3/4 inch down rod. Yeah. Or right now we get the tape on there, and that's our quick fix. We got several fans in the museum have the canopies taped up like that, so it's not the end of the world. Bearings are a little noisy. We put a little oil in there, but if it's going to be used at any length of time, it needs a little more oil to work its way in, especially the bottom bearing. Metal Pete has already laid claim to this, so it will be going to the metal pad, and he'll probably finish the TLC there. But this is probably my favorite variation of gold line.
I could actually restripe it and make it gold.
I would leave it original, because we were noticing this one's got a silver stripe.
Yeah, I know.
And we don't know why that is, but yeah, I would keep it original, because it's original. That's what's on there.
I think, the one you gave me was gold, but I sandblasted it off.
And then you made it gold again, or no?
Yes,
yeah.
I did exactly
so it's
that.
Still gold.
Bought gold tape and.
Yeah, I would keep this original. This is also a different color, and you'll notice that there's no striping on the bottom of the motor. You know how normally this motor's got the little ribs in it.
Yeah.
You notice it's not there.
Yeah, I wonder if this is. You sure this is original paint? Even it's like a satin white.
I don't think it's repainted. I really don't.
Okay.
But yeah, it is interesting that it's slightly different than the other ones.
Because the one you gave me was really white.
Yeah.
Like that white there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it could also just be aged.
That's what I was thinking.
Could just be. I don't know. I think my Kohl's ones are this color. I don't think they're white, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Either way, yeah, the 0.9 Envirofan labeled gold lines, I think, are my favorite gold line variation. It's hard to say because I love the plunger canopy ones, I love the older Union ones and the 1 amp ones, but I really do think that 0.9 amp with the Envirofan label and the pointed motor and the bell canopy, I do think these are my favorite variations.
Well, I used to eye these out as a child.
Me too, at McClymon's Hardware and Kohl's Grocery and Firestone Tire and... Yeah, and so you have to imagine this is probably the coolest thing I found at this Restore. So let's go ahead and video it. We got the group chat going. Who's in the group chat, guys? Shout out.
Vintage fan collector.
Renovating my channel.
Can't tell. Well, Jack, of course I see.
Yeah.
Jack.
Okay. Let's.
Here's 0 to high. I kind of already know what these do, 0.96.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's going to drop a little.
Yeah, I mean, if you weren't involved, I might not video these because I already have a video of a similar fan.
Of course.
But since you and I are both here and we like them so much, what's the harm in videoing again, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so are you going to take the 81 back to Milwaukee too, or just the 80?
I think I could take the other one.
Of course.
Well, I do like those both, remember the other one is the kind I saw in Pick and Save, my very first.
That's true. And see, the great thing about it is that even if I eventually change the fans in the garage, which would be about the only place I would maybe put these, even if I do, that won't be for a while. So the Metal Pete takes them back, they get more love than if they do just sitting in my storage. So I'm always happy when he borrows fans.
And it's actually drawing 0.85 amps.
Yeah, a little on the low side, huh?
Yeah, but it's still going.
I think it's just, a little variation in tolerances or whatever.
Yeah, it's good enough. I don't need.
Do you remember what kind of power factor these have?
No. There's 104 watts.
So yeah, right around
power factor
right
of 1.
Yeah.
Power factor of 1.
Yeah.
Okay, spin down.
Yeah, so I actually really like it when Metal Pete borrows fans. Because that means they get more love than they would. Because he doesn't borrow ones that I'm going to hang anyways. Because if I'm going to say I'm going to put that in my house or my shop or whatever, then he doesn't borrow it. And so the ones that he borrows are ones that would otherwise be sitting in storage. Yeah. And it's much cooler to have a chance for it to...
You did put the coat up. I used it for a while, but then it's now in the museum.
Went back in because we needed some more small fans. And
that one's kind of a
unique one. It is. So that, that's the great thing about what we have. And, so Yeah, those bearings, this spin down seems a little fast too, so they're definitely bearings need a little more love.
Yeah. I think the oil might work its way down as we do it.
It might. Yeah, what was I going to say? I don't remember. Yeah, I was thinking about it, because, definitely a contender for in here would be to put one here and then one up front.
Well, yeah.
That would be I would probably do it like that. I'd probably have one of the plunger canopy version and one of the bell canopy version.
Yeah.
So that would be
Oh, yeah. But then you already have two of these at the other shop.
Well, yeah, and they're a different version. They're the Union 1 amp version, but yeah, they are.
2, 3, 4. Did it go 5?
These usually start at either 4 or 5.
See, that's the one thing I would do definitely for learning remote. Flip them around. So
you'd have a 7-12 instead of a.
Yeah, because 7
5-12.
it'll at least.
Yeah, this is a pretty slow low.
Yeah, it is, and it barely started. It could stall.
So let's name all the places we've seen this version as a kid. I named all the ones that immediately came to mind for me. What about you? Where else have you seen? Besides Pick and Save and Kohl's.
Okay, well, Pick and Save was
the plunger. Okay, never mind.
However, there was another Pick and Save. It's right on the corner of Good Hope and 76th Street.
I know where that is.
It was not the big church one. There was one that was... The current one there is formerly Home Depot. The very first one was not in the one across the street, but it was in that former shopping center that's now a high school, like a specialty high school called Destiny High School.
Yeah, I did my live recording there in their auditorium.
Really?
Remember I did a live recording in Milwaukee?
Yes.
Yeah, that was at that auditorium at the Destiny Center.
Well, that used to be a shopping center with stores, and there was a Pick and Save. Not a big Pick and Save. It was like similar to the one with the 36-inch gold lines, similar to that type. Smaller grocery store, and that had this.
Now there's Silver Lines in there.
In the
auditorium at the Destiny Center, yeah.
But in the Pick and Save, wherever it was in that store,
I also did the music for a play in the Destiny Center years ago.
Yep.
By the way, I did a video on YouTube. You probably saw it. There's a Century Food somewhere on, I think 76th Street. I could be wrong. That's in an old Kohl's building that's got the arch ceiling.
Yeah.
And I went in there and looked for fans, but there weren't any.
Oh.
I know. What if we find the old Kohl's building and it still has the fans? How cool will that be?
That would be.
Metal Pete and I will move in.
Or at least we'll go and get them.
Yeah, that's true too.
Here's 9. Well, 8 was definitely what I determined to be a low speed.
8 makes a good low for these. So I've seen a lot of churches with these when I was a kid. These were a common church fan.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And
also, there's a church in Menominee Falls. I remember going to it for whatever reason a long time ago for something special or whatever. It's up on the north side of Menominee Falls. There's 3 of them there.
Still there?
I believe so. I doubt they would have just replaced them.
You never know. That was going to be my next question, is where do you know that still has these?
Okay. That's the big question.
Yeah, so there's a thrift store that's only a couple miles from here that has one of these and one really early Emerson Industrial, like not Blunderfan or Stratajet, but like the early Emerson Industrials, like after the TAT version, but before the current version. And they've got one of these, and I've offered to buy it 100 times, and they won't sell it. And then the Emerson Industrial.
There's the 10.
I did a video there, though, so you guys can probably see my video of it.
There's 12. Now, here's what I call a low-medium.
Yeah, it's a good low-medium. There's a place I get my tires done called Broadway Tire. They've got like 2 or 3 of these and one 3-blade blender fan. Not Broadway Tire, excuse me. That's a different tire shop. Weber Tires. And go ahead.
Yeah. Also, they're in Menominee Falls on Main Street near Appleton Avenue. There's now a bakery. Unfortunately, it used to be a drugstore, but they gutted the whole inside of the building, and it used to have them.
Yeah.
Like 2 of them, at least, in the drugstore.
There's a junkyard somewhere here, actually not far from here either. You know where there's a Walmart near here on Nakusa Trail? There's a junkyard back behind that Walmart that has a huge like barn type building, and it's got 4 of these in it. It's got to be at least a 30-foot ceiling, you know. Like I would offer to buy them, but I wouldn't have a way to get up there, you know.
I don't think a lift is high enough to get.
Probably not. Maybe they got like a cherry picker at the junkyard, but even so, like
15.
I don't know what I could offer a junkyard that would make it worth their while, because a junkyard already sells this kind of stuff for scrap, you know.
Yeah.
So
16.
if it was worth their while to take them down, they would take them down and scrap them.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think those are the only places I know that still have them. Other than there's a Firestone in Milwaukee that still has them that I keep telling you to go check out.
I just
can't find it. Yeah, I gotta find it again so I can show you.
Okay, here's 18, 19, and here is 20. This is what I have for high medium when I use these on my 8, 12, 20.
Yeah.
Is this. Right here. So 0.72. So this is the backed off high that I use a lot. And then, of course, I got 21.
Just you? Yeah, all left.
Yeah.
Where's Nana?
23. 25. I'm just gonna go.
I don't get to talk to Ben that much, but he seems like a really nice kid.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that bed. Slowly bend it back out.
Who's there besides Ben, do you know?
There's 3 people. There's Jack and one other person.
Yeah.
That's 30. 31.
Yeah. I love these.
I think I remember maxing it out and not even coming close.
No. Didn't we just do one of these? Yeah, we just did your one, the Mitch one.
Yes.
The one that you... That's
Actually, no, you did the
silver one. Yeah.
That's what we did at my place.
Yeah.
With the...
I haven't videoed the Mitch one with you, have I?
No, you did not.
Okay, we need to do that at some point.
I could have done it when you came.
I know, but we only had so much time.
Right.
We picked the right fans. We did the right amount of fans.
The Key Largo too.
Yeah, I forgot we even had that Key Largo.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely on my list. Okay, solid state. I remember what these did. I gotta see if this one's gonna be noisy. They vary.
Yeah, they do. And if you, I mean, the worst case scenario, you can always open them up and varnish the windings, and then they should be silent. But you know, a little noisy.
This one's not bad, but I've had worse.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not great either.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I change the fans in the garage, and like without finding anything new and cool, like if I find something really new and cool that I don't have already, that might change my opinion. But if based on what I have right now, if I change the fans in the garage, I would probably either I would do one of these in one plunger canopy version, and I'm just trying to figure out which would go in front and which would go in back. Which have you seen more comment on a down rod longer than the standard length?
Oh, longer than the standard length. Probably the Union one.
Really? Where have you seen those on a down rod longer than the standard length?
Oh, I remember in the whoever that kid is that went on like some kind of church group thing.
Oh, the brown ones?
Yeah.
See, yeah,
Do you think those are Stratofans?
I don't know. There's a church around here that has 2 brown ones, but I don't know what they are either because they don't have a gold stripe.
Yeah.
As a kid, there was a shopping mall also really close to here on this side of town. If you know where the Dollar Tree is over here, it's where the shopping mall used to be. That had 2 of the plunger canopy version on really long down rods in the atrium.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know. I almost put the plunger canopy
also,
version.
because of the blades that came with the plunger one, the other one.
Yeah.
You also have 2 at the 12 wings that also...
Yes, they're that same exact combination.
Yeah, because you...
I didn't have blades for them, but I had those spare blades from the burnt motors. Good memory. Good memory.
I've seen that video.
Yeah.
So what's it doing? Yeah,
25, yeah.
Same!
You should go by there sometime.
If I knew where it was.
I'll tell you where it is. I'll give you the address.
Okay. If I ever make it out there, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But I would love to see it, you know.
Yeah, I hope that all my fans are still there. I've offered to take them back, and they haven't agreed. So I'm assuming they're still using them. Otherwise, why wouldn't they just give them back? So, you know.
What about the storage ones?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that was same current draw as.
Okay. So did we already do 0 to high?
Yeah, at the beginning.
So we're done with this one?
Yep.
Next up, the 81. Thanks for watching.